Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Messages. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get some information on 4 different situations, 4 messages on some 4 key situations. All signs are welcome. We have unclear path here for situation 1. What else? Ooh, we have this card came out, Peacock. Okay, these are decks by Maruka X. Here is the back of one of them. So standing out, it's almost like maybe wanting to know what your hidden blessings are. Maybe not sure if you should take a step into the spotlight. Feeling that for some of you. Let's get into tarot though and see. This is the Wake Me Up Tarot by Roshni Sajdev. Let's see, what do we have here? We'll get advice from Spirit, of course. Okay. Cards really stick together here. You have an Ace of Wands with a 9 of Wands. Okay, so stress here about, again, moving forward. You'll notice the spiral here with both of these cards, the Ace of Swords and the Unclear Path. The 9 of Wands, I feel as though you may be feeling like there's a lot of pressure. And it says the best way to improve yourself is to love yourself fully. You may need to be doing things like daily positive affirmations and writing your feelings out, journaling. Maybe that's something that you used to do, but maybe getting back into that would be helpful for you at this time, because there is this sort of focus on, taking care of you, really, because otherwise I feel there is going to be some burnout if you don't take care of yourself. It's not something that you can maintain long term. Yeah, I look at the bottom of the deck and you have the Tower. So that, again, that is not something you're going to maintain it long term. So if you, it's kind of like a Tower will come in when we have to change things. It's almost like this 9 of Wands or 9 of Swords or whatever it could be, isn't as painful or stressful as it needs to be for me to actually make a change. And so with the Tower here, this is a 16, which 1 and 6 is 7, and that is about lessons, spiritual lessons. It's also about the number 7 is also about analytical, seeking the answers. It's this introspective, inspirational kind of energy too. So sometimes we need a Tower in order to inspire us, which the Ace of Wands is also about inspiration towards something better or towards a fresh start, even if it's, taking a vacation and coming back with fresh energy. But something does need to change here in this particular scenario, this situation. I feel as though a lot of you could be feeling judged at this point too. But it's kind of like, if you don't take care of what needs to be taken care of and get things straight and get your energy, I get, again, some of you you need a reset energetically. You need a vacation, a lot of you, but I do feel that if we don't do what we should do, that's when we are going to get this sort of a Tower from the universe, and the universe is like, yo, you got to get things situated here, because you can't maintain this level of pressure, either externally or internal pressure. What else do we have here? Okay, so it's, 6 of Pentacles. Again, this is, number 6, it's a number of harmony, and it's sort of like, how long can you again sustain this? This is what I want. If I had the title just this situation, it'd be like, how long do you think this can go on? Or you can't keep going on like this. You're going to hit a wall, basically. So this is about giving and receiving help too. So maybe you need some help. Maybe someone's going to reach out to you, because energies, roles can always be reversed. But this is about getting a return on your investments too. And if you're not getting a return on your investments, maybe it is time to put an end to something, to put a stop. And if we don't, that's when the universe comes in and says, I'm going to help you clean this mess up in your life. All right, what else do we have? So really only putting into situations that are giving back, right? Or at least not giving too much to situations that aren't giving back. Yeah, 3 of Swords here. I get that some of you may be trying to fix something that you feel is it's like unable to be fixed. You can see this person's really trying to glue something back together, and they're upset about it. They're really trying to put back the pieces of something, and it's on their mind. You know, how can I fix this? Or someone is projecting that energy onto you, like, oh, how, you know, how can we fix this with us? And it does feel as though, you know, sometimes things are beyond repair, or you're not ready or they're not ready to fix it just yet. Sometimes we need to let the mess, let the spill dry, clean it up a little bit, and then later come back to it. And when the conditions are more conducive to repairs, then repair it. You'll notice they're trying to put glue on something and they're crying, and the floor is still wet with the milk or the water, whatever this is supposed to be. You can't really, glue's not going to be effective when the cup is still wet, right? So if a situation is still really messy, sometimes it's best to kind of like let the air, you know, let the spill dry, you know, or, you know, wipe it down initially and then come back to it later, maybe when you're not so upset or the other person's not so upset, and then have that conversation. Or, you know, in this case, they're going to glue the cup and try to repair something. But this can be certainly something very emotional. This is very much yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, again, something really weighing heavily on your mind. It could have been something to do with collaboration. Three has to do with collaboration. It could have to do with someone not doing their part in something. But this definitely feels like, yeah, it could definitely be romance, but there seems to be just this sort of drama to it. You know, there's a little bit of drama here with whatever this could be. Some of you, it may require a mediator for whatever this is, or, you know, maybe you have a counselor or something, but it could require like outside help too. I'm getting, of a professional nature. You have the Chariot here. So for some, it's, you know, moving on. This has been a real lesson, and it's time to shift. And we have Cancerian energy here with the Chariot, and it's, you know, you're making a bold move in a new direction. Maybe for some of you, maybe some of you are just tired of the struggle. You know, this can really have to do with any area of your life. And I'm getting, you know, something about like not wanting to cry anymore, not wanting to be upset anymore, not wanting to kind of live in this whatever it is that's you know, maybe even causing this emotional reaction or this stress. The Chariot card can have to do with self-mastery, really. So it's kind of like managing your own emotions and getting yourself through something, how you're going to navigate through whatever the surprise of the Tower could be. Or I feel like the surprise, it's almost like a not really a surprise, because you knew something couldn't really, again, like be sustained. You couldn't keep going on with something the way you were. But with the Chariot here, I feel as though this is a glimmer of hope. Okay, this is getting yourself back up, dusting yourself off, and shining again in some particular area of your life, and really going forward with a fresh new perspective. Oh, I didn't do that one on camera, but you're gonna have to trust me, I guess, on that. But I didn't. I just drew from the middle and didn't do it in front of the camera. But anyway, Three of Cups and, you know, celebration. So this is good. I mean, I feel like, yeah, that you are able to turn around whatever this is, but it's just that right now you might have to just again let something settle. Okay, what else do we have? Wow, give it a little shuffle here. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a card I've been looking for. Okay. I was missing from another deck, and interestingly enough, I always knew it would come out the right time. This card has been missing since the summer. It blew away when I was out. I do tarot readings outside when it's nice out, because I have a beautiful yard and I love to share that with people. And so the Strength card was missing from my miniature Light Seers tarot. It blew away. Well, I thought it blew away anyway. It didn't. I knew that one day I would find it, and it's in the Wake Me Up tarot, which I hardly ever use, by the way. So anywho, I feel this is really important, because here, something that was long gone, which I didn't know if I would definitely find it. I always had this little bit of hope, though, that I would. And I feel like now is the perfect time in this reading for this Strength card that was, you know, kind of missing, but was there all along. So you just, you know, you're not, this is so representative of you combining different aspects of yourself. You have the lion, you have this, woman here with half lion, half woman, like half beast, half human. And it's really you being able to merge your energies and really step forward. Because, what comes after the chariot? Well, the strength card. And what do you know? There's the strength card. So, and it shouldn't even be there, right? And it's kind of like, I feel like you're thinking with something you shouldn't be there for right now. Like this, better. You're not supposed to be at a certain stage, and it's not supposed to be this difficult. And I get that kind of like you're mustering up that strength and getting yourself out of something, or moving forward really, so that you do have reasons to celebrate, so that you are freed up to find the right job for you or the right relationship, whatever it may be for you. Also with that strength card, the cycles here, you see the infinity symbol as a tattoo on the forearm there. I mean, this is like really, again, reminding you that you are that magician. You are that driver of the chariot, as I always say. And it is incredibly important to, have the courage to end what you need to end, and it's for your own self-preservation here. Something better is calling, and something better is lined up for you. And I feel like you already know this. And with the number 8, that has to do with your skills and your power and cycles, things coming in cycles. As we see again, that infinity symbol, it has to do with your resources. This could be financial gain. This could be good success of some kind. So, but they do, there's something here too about getting organized. Okay. So getting organized is part of the advice. Now with the 9 of Pentacles, that's your overall outcome here for this spread today. And this is about, you're going to have your time to, okay, for some, I just need to back up a minute, because now I'm seeing they're giving me the lily flower of lily. And that has to do with sort of like, no matter what's happened or what's gone on in your past, or even what you've done, you do have this opportunity for a fresh start, right? None of us are perfect. The expression "nobody's nerfect," right? Ha ha, funny. Well, it is true though that nobody is perfect, and if we want to step into this 9 of Pentacles energy here, this real self-love and compassion, again, it's like, and it's not just about having patience. That can sometimes be part of the number 9, but it's about again, there's this energy of, because you have 7, 8, 9 too. Interesting. You actually have 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9 as sort of prominent cards here. And this is again, it's like, you need to have some self-compassion too, just like with that strength card. That is also a card of compassion, and knowing that you don't always just have to settle for what's right there in front of you. It doesn't always have to be a struggle. Life doesn't always have to be a struggle. There is something here too about like some advice that Spirit's giving right now is you might feel good helping animals or helping someone else, or this, because 9 can have to do with service for others, okay, and selflessness in general. So there could be something here like where you've learned how to give in ways that you haven't before, and that could actually help you then attract that, whatever it is you're giving that you want to attract. So like if you're giving help and assistance to people in need, maybe in doing that, not that you're meaning to get something back by giving, but in doing that, you're kind of in this energy of like, it's like telling the universe, oh, right now we're in a mode of giving to those who need it, and really kind of, being compassionate and everything. And then the world, it's like the world then shows that to you. It's kind of like you've decided that's the channel you're switching to, and that's sort of what you're doing, and that's how it's going to be. And so things start aligning, and it's like until you know that you have that power, that every move you make is actually leading you to the next stages of your life, no matter how small that move may seem. It's like until we recognize that as people, we feel more like victims of life rather than like the drivers of our own divine chariot. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, but that's overall what I'm getting with that. Let's get a little advice here too, another card of advice. Oh, 2, 3, you get 3. Okay. All right, so, and I'm not listing all the decks in writing. I'm just telling you what they are. So here's another Maruka X deck. I don't know what it's called because there's no name on it, as you can see. So you'd have to go to that website. Anyway, Get outdoors. Never get so busy that you forget to enjoy the outdoors. Love your single life. Love singleness. Okay, so your singleness is an opportunity to spend quality time with yourself and practice gratitude. Again, it's sort of like I said, if you're wanting to attract, love into your life, express love by helping others, or that sort of thing. So this is taking time to acknowledge what you're grateful for, and therefore you will have more for which to be grateful. Okay, and let's get you a number for this, and then we'll get an animal card. So your number is 66. So that's a sign of creativity. Life flows with love, abundance, and opportunity. And for your animal card, you have, one second here. Oh, you actually had peacock. You already had peacock, but I'm going to get you another one. This is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. Cougar, assertive. Okay, so in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role. Take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. I mean, you have the lion here too, and you have this a very big card of success, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about you being able to be that leader and to slip into that new role that you probably wanted for some time. That's what I have for you. Please like the video if you indeed did like the video. Thank you. And remember to subscribe. Thanks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to scenario number 2. Let's see what we have for you. Situation 2. Let's get some key information on another situation, advice from Spirit, animal messages, etc. You have hidden secrets. Okay, so careful of superficial appearances, it says. So this is about being unseen, possibly having some sort of careful approach, making decisions without all the facts. So we need to act with discernment. We're already getting advice right here. Act with discernment. Yeah, and you have blue booby for the bird. This is about, again, indecisiveness. Okay, so yeah, not knowing. It's like not making decisions. So if we make a decision with all the information, we could end up regretting it. That's one key message right now. That could be what this whole next one's about. I'm not sure yet, but this is about indecision being the enemy of progress. So it's only going to let opportunities slip by. So yes, while we do need to have, I'm getting actually 2 messages that actually don't actually even fit. They're kind of the opposite. It's like on the one hand, you don't want to make decisions without all the information, but then on the other hand, you don't want to have information overload, analysis paralysis, and then not make a decision at all, right? So that's interesting. So a lot of the decks I'm using are by Maruka X, Mahrukh, and then X. You'd have to go on the website. They don't have names on the backs of the decks, so too bad, I guess, for them, because I can't say the title. But there's that. Okay, so Knight of Cups here. Okay, so this is, oh, look at this. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm getting information right away about this. So some of you may not be trusting a love offer or something coming in, or a message from someone coming in. Something may be seeming too good to be true. Okay. By the way, this is the Wake Me Up Tarot. It is by Roshni Sachdev. And okay, King of Swords, right? So that's going to help you get clear here. Okay, so we're not making it's like, again, they're giving me these dual messages of, on the one hand, you don't want to make decisions based just solely on emotions, but then on the other hand, you do want to lead from your heart. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. This one and this one. Oh, okay. So they're going like this. Interesting. So we have 3, 4, and then another knight and a page. Okay, I didn't think they'd want all that, but let's do it. That's what my guides want. That's what we're doing. Okay. Spirit says. Okay, so the Empress here, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the 4 of Wands, the Page of Swords. Okay, there is something more you need to know about this. Okay, there is a little something more. I get that this is kind of a big deal. And it's sort of like wanting to celebrate, wanting to take off, wanting to do something, but it's like you got to get grounded here. The name Jordan could mean something too. That could mean something. Also getting the name Sullivan. So Sullivan could also mean something, Sully. The Empress, of course, that could be Libra energy shared with Taurus as well. And this person is like really relaxed. They're living in the lap of luxury here. They're surrounded by this golden field of bliss, and the clear blue skies and all that. And they're saying, I'm getting, things don't have to be this complicated. And it's almost like, that. And then you have these three eggs of opportunity here. So it's what you want to do, though. It is what you want to do, and use your own inner compass. You'll notice there's sort of, if you zoom in, there's sort of a compass there around their neck, or at least that's what's reminding me. It's reminding me of a compass and the North Star. So where is your true north? Where do you really want to head? It may not be where everyone else is expecting. They might expect you to be going this way and you're going that way. And the King of Swords here is here to let us know that something may actually need to be discussed. All right. You need to be, again, it's not just enough to have, it's like you have all this, there could be a lot of excitement around you. Other people could be wanting you to do certain things like, oh, have a baby, get married, or you should take that job. But like, what do you want to do? Right. What is it that you want to do? When will you feel like you've most achieved something? I feel as though you need to spend some time really examining that with this Page of Swords and really looking into that and cutting through all the layers of something. Okay, this is about definitely cutting through all the layers of something here and figuring out what's going to make me most happy. Let's get a little bottom of the deck. Okay, Nine of Wands here. Yeah, this is some stress here potentially. This Nine of Wands actually showed up in the last scenario, but this is, again, it's like what's going to make you. You know what? It's actually, it also has to do with they're saying something about like feeding your subconscious in order to grow your tools and gifts. So some of you may actually need to spend some time, an hour or a few hours on the weekend or whatever it is you can, however much time you can find, or even if it's, 3 or 13 minutes a day, I just heard, make sure you're giving yourself, those doses that you need of spiritual exploration and just being able to tune in to your own intuition and beauty and all that. And yes, you can do something. This is about, the Nine of Wands is usually, a lot of the times for me, it's about boundaries. So you're going to need to set some boundaries. It's not about what other people want or where they want you to go and put your energy. It's about where you want to go. The Empress is the queen of all queens, right? Possessing all the energies of all four queens, and knows exactly how to manage resources, knows totally how much water to give this or that. And I mean, you picture them being this like ultimate gardener, and all the animals love them. And there's just this lush garden all around them. And you can see this person, clearly they probably don't have a hard time attracting attention. And I even feel like they're wearing like sort of sequins. And even if it feels like, how often do you see someone sitting on like a leathery throne in the middle of a field sipping champagne with their feather boa or whatever that is in their sequin gown? I mean, right? Like that seems a little out of place, but it doesn't matter because that's what this person wants to do. And they're the queen of all queens. They are their own authority. And so that's what this has to do with, viewer. This has to do with your sovereignty. And who cares what other people think about it, right? I mean, yeah, okay, do we have to care to some degree if we're at work or something? Absolutely we do. Yeah, it's, we have to sometimes. But when it comes to the grand scheme of things, what matters most is how you feel. How do you feel? How often do we even ask each other that in real life? Like, we focus on like, oh, well, how's your work? How's work? How's the kids? How's the house? How's this? How's that? Does anyone ever stop and ask, how are you doing? Like, really, how are you feeling today? What's been going on with you? What's filling you up these days? What's making you happy these days? Like, we never really dig in, and I'm one of those people that I'm like, oh, let's dig in, with my Sag moon and all my water in my chart and my Libra. And I'm just like, oh, let's all hang out and like, love the peace and the harmony. And let's get to the root of all your deepest problems and let's fix them, like, it's like, and whatever, it's like, it's one of those where wouldn't it be great to have, like, I don't know about you, but I don't really have like a group like that where I do that with. And I feel as though for some of you, maybe that is what's missing, that sort of being able to really share your innermost thoughts and desires. And wouldn't that be great, And like being able to just kind of be yourself, right? Like, do you have a group or a place you can go where you can just be yourself? I know for me personally, it's my animals. I can hang out with my kitties and my doggy, and and hang out in nature, and just just they don't care. They're not judging me for it. I get to be me, and I'm not afraid to show how I feel and express love, and in public, it's like I feel a lot of us, we're always being taught, oh, well, don't be so over emotional, don't be so loud, don't be so this or that. You know what? Be all of who you are fully. Do it. Be the empress in the middle of the field sipping champagne with her pretty little dog in her sequin gown. Because that is actually when you're going to get your most creative ideas. That's when you're going to feel most happy. That's when you're going to feel most excited about these three golden eggs, right? That's when you're going to grow the most. You're going to like from a place of total acceptance of oneself, right? So there's a big energy here of self-love, and it's okay to stand out in the middle. Be that lady in the sequins gown in the cornfield, right? Or the wheat field, whatever that is. It's fine. Even if it seems like, even if you feel clumsy or like you don't know something, get out there and start anyway. It's okay to stand out. Maybe that's why people would like you if you brought your channel on YouTube, because you don't have all the perfect this or that. And it's just one example, but it's like, just go ahead and get started. You've got achievement here with this Four of Wands, this ability to, this celebration here, and it's like, dance it up, have some fun, and it maybe go the way people aren't expecting you to go, if that's where you feel drawn. So that's like, there's just such an energy here of really embracing yourself, and not trying to hide that anymore. Okay, we've been getting that a lot lately, and we do get similar energies throughout readings over a certain period of time, because the energy doesn't necessarily totally shift. Oh, look at that High Priestess. The energy won't necessarily completely shift from any time to another. Wait a minute, I want to show you the rest of these. What do we have? These are very sticky cards, but we have the Nine of Cups. Wow, look at those. Look at that. That abdomen. My goodness, they must have worked really hard for that. And I feel like in this card, yeah, you maybe have worked really hard for something. And look, they're loving whatever this is. I mean, yeah, the place is a little messy here with the ruffled blanket in the background. And this is actually, it's kind of like, it's reminding me of somebody doing sort of like their own little like fitness video. And who cares what the background looks like? They're like, yeah, so what? That's life. Like, whose house is perfect? So there could be something about that. Maybe you're having company and you're worried, oh, what will they think? And I'm not going to say who cares, because of course you care what they think, but it's sort of like, let's focus on all the things that you're doing well, though. Like this person, clearly they're working out and all that. I mean, some people could say, gee, they're being a little vain here, but actually I feel like there's nothing wrong with, strutting your stuff, as far as like your accomplishments. And so you do have some accomplishments here with that, and success. You have the Ace of Cups here. I feel like, adding some more light and love and happiness and joy to your life is going to be helpful. And again, don't be afraid to just be the beginner here, like with this little lemonade stand, right? They're making the most out of what they can. And for some of you, you might get a message where at first it doesn't seem like it's really good. After this message doesn't seem good, but then it turns out it turns out to be great. It actually frees you up for something else. Look at this Three of Wands. Okay, so yeah, it frees you up to then go out on your own, okay, with something. Now the High Priestess, they look kind of sad, right? I feel as though this can have to do with again, this is how we may be feeling when we're not following our heart, our intuition, and what we know we are meant to be doing. All right. It could be like, not really, for some of us, it's like, just, again, it's feeling as though we're maybe not attracting the right things, and we're not sure why, not really understanding. We could be also, when you think the number two being High Priestess, but also like Judgment card, it could be something about needing that clarity, wanting that clarity for your life purpose. Like you're just not feeling right about something here, but like with the High Priestess, they always know that like things come in cycles, like the moon, so there's a lot of just sometimes the truth can make us feel kind of sad, and I get that. I really get that, like just feeling really kind of like, oh, why does it have to be this way? And so you as an empath, you could be feeling the weight of the world right now. But I want to tell you, there's nothing wrong with you adding joy to your life, even though there's all of this stuff going on around you. It's still okay for you. It's actually encouraged for you to still remember the things in a situation or about yourself, even that you love, and step into that more and really be your own empress in the sequin gown in the middle of a wheat field. All right, so that is what I have for you. Let me actually just get you a number card here. Let's get a number card for you. You have 33, a sign of blessings. Your angels bring peace, love, and illumination. And we will get you a Spirit of the Animals Oracle card by Jody Bergsma. Oh my goodness, Swan keeps coming up. It is incredible. So, Swan, Grace, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. You need some more beauty in your life, don't you? Yeah, I feel like some of us do. We really just need to add that beauty back in, right? And that joy. Yeah, because if we just live in the feelings of everything that's going on, I mean, look at that poor empress, or the high priestess there. We want to step more into that empress energy and kind of and enjoy what is still positive in life, right? The blessings. All right, that's what I have for you. And if you enjoyed this, please do hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and subscribe. Thanks. Hello, welcome to scenario situation 3. Let's see what Spirit has for us. And here we go. First card out, you have planning phase. Okay, what are you planning? This is about strategy, research, plotting, taking a step back so you can step forward. What else do we have? By the way, these decks are by Maruka X. Mahrukx. Okay, I don't know the names of the decks, unfortunately, that they're not listed here, but that's the name of the person who created them. Penguin. So be prepared to sacrifice some things in order to achieve what you desire. Okay, this is about astral travel too. Okay, spirituality. I'm getting something here about using your discernment here with the penguin and standing tall as you, and also maybe some of you do need to maybe just get that time on your own where you can get clear on which steps to take. Sometimes we need to get quiet and be alone so that we can plan. All right, now you have the Knight of Pentacles. Good. Okay, so they're not rushing into anything here. And they have a couple of ways they can go. They could get on their bike, they can walk, and I feel as though they're prepared. And yeah, they have comfortable footwear, and they have sunglasses if it's sunny. And I get that it's kind of like, yeah, like go slow, be prepared. They're really, you can see this person is plotting. They're trying to decide what to do with this resource that they have here with this pentacle. So let's see what else we have. We have the devil here, and we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the devil and the Seven of Wands, this is something. This is just lust and passion, okay? This is not the real deal here. You may have to be building some boundaries here with somebody. So this could have to do with love here. For some of you, like romantic love. I could feel as though someone could be bothering you. Maybe it's a Capricorn. But this is something where they're like trying to pull at your heartstrings, or this could even be a boss or somebody trying to make you feel bad for pursuing what it is that you want. Maybe you don't want them. But this is about respecting boundaries. Okay, interesting already. Yeah, that's about respecting boundaries. Ooh, someone's words could be really harsh and hurtful right now. We have some cards that flew out. We have Queen of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords. Yep, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands here. All right, so the Queen of Cups, yeah, what is it that you want to do? How to get out of a certain situation here with this Eight of Swords? Can you really see the way? You're going to need to feel your way through something, it looks like, with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords. If you can see, that's the energy I'm getting. Maybe use your intuition and see what you're getting. By the way, this is the Wake Me Up Tarot. Wake Me Up Tarot by Roshni Sajdiv. All right. I may not have said that correctly, but anyway, yeah, really having to feel your way through something. And not make sure you're not doing things to imprison yourself. All right, don't not you make sure you're not chaining yourself to unhealthy situations, people, places, and things. Set those boundaries. Really set the boundary here. Two of Swords, again, this person's like not wanting to face a certain situation here. It was kind of in reverse. All of these are kind of in reverse when they came out, these three. So it could be something about like not knowing how to move forward, how to be independent and really even enjoy life right now, as you're trying to get clear on something. So there could be this sort of lack of clarity, and that could be why you're planning. And it could certainly have to do with going it on your own, with tapping into what makes you passionate. Some of you really need to get back to basics. Spend time each day where you're engaging in something that you do like. Talk to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. There's different things here that you can be doing that can help you get clear. Sometimes when we step away from certain stressors, situations, and we go and do something completely unrelated, like paint by the ocean or whatever, you're doing something physical otherwise. Sometimes when we do those things, that's when we'll get the most clarity, being out in nature, or just sitting on your deck and having a cup of tea, like just breathing in the fresh air. And it can really help change your perspective on something. And it can also help you feel more like in more of an expansive energy here. Let's see what else we have. I actually want to get a piece of advice card here. A little bit of advice here for the viewer. 2 cards. Create an altar and celebrate yourself. So create a sacred space to help you manifest your intentions. Celebrate yourself. You've come a long way. So take a moment to celebrate you. Also get outside. Definitely. I mean, there's a huge message here on that. But okay, so there's a little bit of advice there for you. And it doesn't have to be a religious altar. What that is, again, it's just a sacred space where you can go and you can, figure this out, what this is. This is what's going to help you figure this out. I want to get a numbers card right now. For this, like more advice. So 1111 is sign of spiritual awakenings here. So you're drawn to higher vibrations right now with 1111. Yes. And I do feel some of you are very passionate about something, and you're getting these flashes of inspiration. And one way to help that continue is to, again, tap into what makes you feel most alive. Where do you feel most alive? Who do you feel most alive around? If you leave, or if every time you talk to somebody and you get off the phone, or you get out, or you leave their house or whatever it is, and you're feeling drained, maybe take a little break from that friendship if you can, or whatever that is. Just because you are in a phase right now for some of you where clearly you're trying to do what's best for you and survive, or make some sort of decision. And you really can't have that affecting you. And I'm actually getting something about health, and I'm not a health professional, but I am getting this message about like, you need to, take care of your own health for once. Maybe you've been sort of neglecting that. Maybe you need to take time, step away, and just get yourself in a routine with your health again. One that's going to help raise your vibration here, right? Because you are being drawn to higher vibrations, and maybe because you yourself are raising your vibration. Okay. And so it's kind of funny how that works, right? It's makes total sense though, right? That the higher your vibration is, the more you're going to be drawn to higher vibration, other things and people and places and things that are higher vibration, right? You're not want to go backwards or down low or whatever. So again, there's something here too about definitely expressing yourself in a variety of ways, letting those emotions come out, not letting things fester. You can't. There's a message here about health. You can't let things fester. You've got to make sure that you're doing things, that you have an outlet. Like again, sitting with some tea, or have a macaron, or go for a bike ride. We're seeing bikes here twice now. Or maybe go for a walk, look at the sky, the night sky, or wherever you are. There's also something here about being by water or painting, any other sort of creative outlet. Spend time with your animals, and not taking things, what people say, seriously, or personally. Don't take it personally, right? Some people, they're just going to try to cut you down because that's their type. That's just them. That's how they are. That's their, maybe how they were brought up, or something. But it's like, you don't have to You don't have to allow that into your space, into your life. That's not on you. You don't have to take that anymore. Okay, for some of you, it's one particular person. Let me get a card. A moon card. Yeah, this could be someone who's trying to make you feel scared, or maybe just being around them makes you feel anxious, or it could be a situation I'm picking up on that's making you feel really anxious. It could be this feeling of being trapped. You are not trapped, okay? There are many situations where we think we're trapped and we're not. So for the majority of you watching this, I get a sense that you're not actually trapped. Are there things in your life that you can change right now? And you're going to need to be, again, like tapping into your own. It's like I said, you're going to need to feel your way through. Use your senses. Okay, you might not. Maybe you can't. You know, uh, like when someone loses their hearing, for example, or another sense, it's we've heard, or if I've heard anyway, that then the other senses become stronger. And I don't know if that's really true or not. I haven't researched it myself. But I mean, it does make sense, and they're kind of telling me to be sort of bat-like, and like something could be on your radar right now, and you do need to feel your way through it. What you're sensing, there's validity to that. Okay, so if you're unable to see things clearly, like with your eyes, maybe you need to turn more into your inward sight, which is, your intuition, or what you feel in your heart. If something or someone is giving you anxiety, or they're encouraging you, or they're saying, well, don't do that. I can, yeah, that this might happen. And they're trying to instill fear in you when you're like, that's not how I feel. Like, that's not how I see it. Or maybe you're on the fence. Like, a good friend's not going to try to scare you unless they know for sure that, like, no, that's harmful. Like, don't run out into the road. Come on, stop. Obviously that's an obvious thing. But when it comes to, like, hey, should I move away for this promotion? I see a lot of great things. And they're like, but you probably don't want to be far away from your aunt, do you? Didn't you move here for her? Like that, like that might be them trying to be helpful, but it can also be them not even unaware. Maybe they are a good intending friend, but maybe they're like, what? I don't want you to leave, Libra, or whoever I'm reading for right now. I don't want you to leave. And so maybe it's their fear speaking to you, and then that kind of gets your fear going. So make sure that your feelings are your feelings. Set boundaries between your feelings and others. And if something's not really your fear, don't adopt it as your own. A lot of us, unfortunately, have adopted the fears of our ancestors, or of our, our parents, for example. And so we want to make sure that if we're feeling something and it's like really having a big influence in our life, that it truly is ours to begin with. Okay, that it's even ours in the first place. All right, let me get you an animal card here. So you already have your number card, you have some advice from spirit, and you have one animal card here, but I want to get you one from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. Oh, Ram. Yeah, perseverance. You have many gifts, no problem can withstand the power of your mind. So with your patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. That's what I have for you. If you like this video, do hit the thumbs up button. Please do subscribe to my small channel that's growing. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello. Welcome to Scenario 4. Let's get some cards for you from Spirit. I'm using a Maruka X deck. I'm going to use several of them, actually. Unfortunately, they don't have names of the deck, but you can always check out their shop on Etsy. Here we go. Whoa, wow. Okay, so communication. All right, then let the communication flow. So this is being open to that communication. You could be getting answers to something here coming up very shortly. Let's see what else we have. Butterfly. Oh yeah, this communication. I'm feeling a good positive energy so far from this. So this is some sort of happy change, positivity. Maybe you yourself have made some changes, or you took something on. Even maybe you submitted an application early or something like that, and this could be a good communication because of it. Okay, it's almost like you knew you had to take care of something right then, and you did, and it's going to have a positive impact here. Oh, is the camera a little crooked here? I think we're okay. All right, this is the Wake Me Up Tarot by Roshni Sachdev. All right, anyway, let's see here. Butterfly, lovely, beautiful butterfly. I'm getting something about this message could be even like at night. You might get this message at night. Okay, or you're going to get it. It's sort of like there's something about this message, or it comes in a way you weren't quite expecting it. Okay. And you have Page of Pentacles, again, there's a message here. You may have applied for something and thought, there's no way, like, I'm not really that qualified, I'm brand new. Or you may have decided, you know what, I'm going to start my channel, or I'm going to do this or that, and you kind of like, you surprise yourself maybe, or you will. Maybe you just get this sign, or maybe you did around that powerful Leo full moon last week, where it was like, oh, here we go. This is what you should be doing. And now you're actually doing it. Interesting. All right. So, oh, yes. Look at that. This is the best out of all four so far, I think. Okay. So, but you may need to just reflect on something here. Even though this is positive, you might be tempted to get to weigh and stuff. And so we'll get information on that. Let's see, actually. We'll get information on that in just a moment. But let's pull a card right now. But I do get sort of this, like, the Ace of Cups, like, look at, there are fireworks coming out of there. So this is going to make you very happy. This is a happy change. High Priestess here. She came up here in another one of the scenarios, last one or one before. Anyway, she looks kind of sad here, right? I'm getting something about you may have been misunderstood with something. You may have felt as though someone like misread you, or you misread a situation. You may be wondering now if you can trust your intuition. You can still trust your intuition. Everybody gets it wrong sometimes. All right. So this is, coming from Tarot Lady in Tarot Land here, haha, wink, wink. But seriously, we all get it wrong. And I would have given up a long time ago on doing any sort of intuitive work if I stopped believing, or if just because I got something wrong. I mean, I get lots of things wrong, and it's okay. Just like with this Page of Pentacles, this starting a lemonade stand. They're young at what they do. Like, you wouldn't. You don't get mad at a little kid for not running their lemonade stand exactly the way you would run it as somebody with 40 years experience in business, right? So make sure you're not beating yourself up, especially if, like, you've just started doing more intuitive work, and you maybe got something that was a little wrong or off, or you called something out that maybe wasn't accurate. So just make sure you're not coming down too hard on yourself for something like that. And again, that could just be for one person. But there's also there's something here with this. This could be love, by the way, like romantic love. It can really be any kind of thing you're going to love. It is the Page of Pentacles here, so that is kind of like a messenger of it could be about work, but it can also, the pages, can teach us about, this page in particular can teach us about patience and ambition and being driven, and maybe some of you are craving like a new adventure. You're wanting to go out on something new. Maybe you're putting your feelers out. Like I said, maybe you even applied for something and you were like, there's no way they're not going to want me. And they're like, yes, we do. There's something about you that we like, and we'd like to have you come on board. So that's like one situation. There's something here about spring, and something about truth. So I'm wondering if you're going to get an important truth in the spring. I do feel that's true. Oh, Magician, look at that. So you have all these resources and tools, and this person's really excited, and they don't need an audience. It's kind of like whatever you're doing, you might be doing this for you, for your own growth, for your own spiritual growth. So you could really be doing things right now that you're excited about. Maybe you're learning astrology or something of the like. But this is knowing when to use your resources, and there could be many different sides to you, and things that people don't know. For some of you, people don't realize how sensitive you are and how nurturing you can be. And maybe that's not a side that you, feel safe showing to the world, but maybe you're learning how to do that. So, you do have one and two, and then you have a page. So it is here about this new beginnings here. Okay. What else do you have? Oh, yeah, getting a new perspective. A new perspective is going to help shift the energy here, moving into more of a positive light here, okay? And then the Three of Pentacles, look at that. They're very happy here. They're working together, a card of synthesis, of collaboration. This is also about you getting a new role. Okay, so again, for some of you, I'm getting like you're moving ahead, you're moving along, and this could certainly be about career. You're going to be putting something important in your calendar, or maybe you just did, or maybe you're keeping track of progress in some sort of planner or something, but I am getting that. If not, that could be the advice here. You should be writing down like accomplishments and things like that. Now, with the Hanged Man, they're seeing this from a different perspective, right? Sometimes when we, and it's interesting because they have, rather than them changing their perspective. Everything around them has shifted. Like they've do you see what I mean? Like normally you have the hanged man and they're hanging upside down to get the enlightenment. This person's getting grounded right where they are, and they're watching things shift around them, right? Like now there's the guitars on the ceiling, and the pictures are upside down, and the lamps upside down, and things. So this is a very interesting take on the traditional hanged man. This hangman card is actually reminding me too. You see in the background here, there's a butterfly here. Okay, and there's something here about connecting right back to the butterfly here, and it's about you may be seeing synchronicities. Okay, synchronicity, and this is about, if you want something to change, you have to change your perspective on it. Okay, so this is possibly a time of uncertainty or pause, or maybe that's the advice, to take some pause, because just being alive can be tough sometimes, right? And especially when you're trying to, decide this big decision, or even little decisions. Life's a series of decisions, right? So this is about things that are, uncomfortable. You get grounded, and try to, and get a new perspective, see things differently. And I think I mentioned this in another reading, just maybe the last one, that we need to shift into maybe away from something in order to get insight. Okay, in order to be more expansive, sometimes we have to go away from whatever it is we're trying to figure out and work on. Okay, and maybe we're like working too hard on trying to get the right answer, right? So let's not put too much pressure on ourselves, right? Butterflies need to be free, right? And that is in fact you, this transformed butterfly. So this is about feeling stuck. Sometimes that's just a part of life here, but this is again about like finding a new solution through about this transformation maybe that's happening through like fresh eyes. Okay, and yeah, okay, let's see what else we have here. Make time for music, make time for fun. Okay, okay, they're telling me something about clearing your energy. So clear your energy. For some of you, you need to just like, you could ring a bell. You could, go be in the ocean for a few minutes, depending on where you live, take a shower. What else? Listen to like classical music or something high vibration like that. So just, do what you can to clear your energy, or maybe just doing sort of an aura sweep, or writing something out in your journal and throwing it away, or whatever you want to do. Okay. So 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, this has to do with your long-term goals, and that's why I feel like you may be taking your time making a particular decision. But I just, if we just look at this for what it is, here's like, let's get a quick little story here. Okay, so you have somebody just starting out, maybe you get a message about something new. Okay, and so you get communication about something new. It can have to do with a change, a positive change. This could be cause for celebration. It could be something you love. The universe is maybe handing you something. Know that you have these tools here. You may be tapping into your own intuition, and maybe you're excited, for what this could mean with regard to your resources. This is about creation, manifestation, you really focusing on that and using your intuition, gaining a higher perspective. Okay, this can actually help you step more into sort of like a synergistic kind of energy where you're feeling maybe more competent. Maybe you're feeling part of a group. Even for some of you, that's not going to pertain to all of you. And then and this leads to this overall like long-term abundance here with this 10 of Pentacles. This is the positive shift maybe you've been waiting for. This is about stability, tradition. Maybe you're established with something here, and there's a celebration happening right here. Okay, and there's this very fruitful tree as we see here, and this could be your legacy. Like what sort of legacy you want to leave. All right, let's get a little advice here. I love the energy of this. This is very, very positive. Very positive on this one. Expand your network. So link yourself into a network of people who inspire you. And I love this because look, it's right next to these three, musicians working together, right? And bottom of the deck, you have find a mentor. Okay, that's good advice. Thank you, Spirit. Find a mentor in your field who can help you reach your goals faster. And what do we have? They're taking step by step towards this cup, this Ace of Cups that you already had in your reading. And for some of you, just, make sure you're finding healthy ways to express yourself too. And you have ooh 888 sign of abundance. Some of you right now are going, I'm so glad I chose pile 4. I'm so glad I chose scenario 4. All right, so this is about, and it's actually a nice way to end the series of the 4 in this reading, right? So this is about you having great success coming your way, and 888. I mean, need I say more? I mean, that's fantastic. Yeah, all right. And I love that you have another card featuring this infinity, you know, that magic 8 right there. Yep, let's see. Oh, links. Okay, so this is Keeper of Secrets. So take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. Again, like I said before, no matter what's happened, if you've had it wrong before, whatever, trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. This, thank you, Spirit, right? I mean, this, by the way, was the Spirit of Animals Oracle. So if you enjoyed this reading, please do hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm wishing you the very best.